Welcome to Grammar the Right Way. Today we're going to look at current guidelines for indicating titles of publications. These may include novels, collections of short stories, the names of newspapers, magazines, plays, poetry anthologies, films and television series, YouTube clips, websites, podcasts and music albums. There are more, but these are probably the main ones you might refer to at this stage. When I started university over 30 years ago, my professor took me aside after a tutorial one day to explain that my use of inverted commas to indicate the title of a book was already a good 20 years out of date. Somewhat embarrassing. And then he proceeded to give me a quick update on what was current and to point me to the MLA Handbook, which was a popular style guide for university students at that time. Since conventions change regularly, it's surprising that this is one that has remained quite constant. So let me explain the rules which follow the most recent MLA and APA style guides. These are currently two of the most widely used across the humanities faculties at Australian universities. I've put examples of published works in different genres on this slide. Look at their titles. The way to indicate these is in italicized writing. Notice I have underlined some of them. Underlining is acceptable, but rarely used these days. Of course, if you're writing rather than typing, you need to underline the title to indicate that it is a published work. Did you know there is a simple way to distinguish these titles of publications from the titles of chapters, short stories, articles, poems, web pages, songs, lectures, and episodes that may be part of these publications? In other words, how do you indicate what is inside these publications? Let's look at the following examples of titles used within these publications. Pause the video and take your time reading through the examples. Each of these is indicated by using inverted commas. It's rather a clever system, isn't it? In this way, you can tell at a glance whether something is the title of a separate publication or simply a heading or title of something within that publication, such as a chapter heading, title of an article or web page, or one of the poems or short stories in an anthology, and so on. It's that easy. All that remains now is to apply these simple guidelines to indicating titles, and you'll be able to focus on more important matters in your critical readings, essays, research papers, and reports. By the way, when you make it to university, be sure to check which style guide your faculty uses and consult it regularly until it becomes as natural to you as breathing. Then you can concentrate on the intellectual punch rather than waste time checking whether you have punctuated your paper correctly. I can assure you, your lecturers will be looking for deep and discerning analysis. Perfect punctuation is just an assumed skill that will only be noticed if it has not been mastered. So, if you've been living in the last century, now's the time to reinvent your style. This is Miss Wright saying bye for now, and remember, a caring smile never goes out of style.